Okay, day 2. Following up on Pythagorean theorem, now we're moving into special right triangles called 30, 60, 90 degrees. We can use the same side lengths for every 30, 60, 90 right triangle. Okay, so the 30, 60, 90 triangle theorem says, if you have a 30, 60, 90 triangle, the length of the hypotenuse is twice the length of the shorter leg. The length of the longer leg is radical 3 times the length of the shorter leg. So notice how we're starting with our short leg. We're going to multiply by 2 to get the hypotenuse. Here, we're going to multiply by radical 3 to get the long leg. And it works every time this way. So, example 1. Find the missing sides of each triangle. Well, one thing we need to talk about here, go back, is the short side is opposite the smallest angle. And the long side is opposite the big angle, longer side. Obviously, the longest side is going to be the hypotenuse. But of the two legs, the long leg is opposite the 60 and the short leg is opposite the 30. So, that means 5 is our short leg. We know this is our hypotenuse, which makes this our long leg. So, remember, we do times 2 to figure out this is 10. And we multiply by radical 3 to get 5 radical 3. So this is our short leg and our long leg. That's why it says label the triangles first. So, example 2. Well, this is our hypotenuse, isn't it? And 30, this is our short leg. And that means this is our long leg. Now, we're going the opposite direction. So from here, since we're going this way to the shorter one, we're going to divide by 2, which means this is 7. Once we know that, we bounce back over here and multiply by radical 3, and that gives us 7 radical 3. We always want to try to get that short leg. Remember, if you need to hit pause in the video, go ahead and do that. Or go back and look at it. Okay. Hypotenuse. Short leg. 60 gives us our long leg. Going from the short leg to the hypotenuse, times 2, 6. Going from here to the long leg, times radical 3, 3, radical 3. Now, this one's a little bit trickier. Again, here's our hypotenuse, and here's our short leg. I mean, this is our long leg. Now, to get the short leg, we're going the opposite direction. So instead of multiplying by radical 3, we're going to divide by radical 3. So that means the short leg is going to be, not 13, 12 over radical 3. But remember, we cannot have, remember from algebra, we cannot have a radical on the bottom. So we have to rationalize this. So remember, the way we do that is we're going to multiply the bottom by radical 3. And whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. So the top, we're going to get 12 radical 3 over 3. Because radical 3 times radical 3 is radical 9. Square root of 9 is 3. Another way to look at it is radical 3 times radical 3. The radical disappears, and we end up with 3. Now our last step here is to cancel, reduce. 3 goes into 12 4 times. So our short leg is 4 radical 3. Now that we know our short leg, again, we multiply by 2. And we're going to just multiply the outside number and get 8 radical 3 for our hypotenuse. So again, we're given the long leg. We know the short leg times radical 3 gives us the long leg. So we go backwards and divide by radical 3. We can't have this on the bottom, so we rationalize it. Then we simplify, and that gives us our short leg. At that point, we multiply by 2 to get our hypotenuse. Okay? Again, label, hypotenuse, short leg, abbreviate, long leg. Again, we are going to divide by radical 3. It's kind of easy on this one, because when you divide by radical 3, look what happens. They cancel. So this is 2. Once we know the short side, we multiply by 2 and get 4 for our hypotenuse. Example 6. Ooh, this one's turned around. That's our hypotenuse. That's why we draw these arrows. There is our long leg. Sorry. I'm distracted with the 60. That's our short leg. And this is our long leg. So again, we want to get to our short leg. What's the relationship between the short and the hypotenuse? Multiply or divide by 2. So if we're going this way, we're going to divide by 2. Which means it's going to be 10. Now going from the short leg to the long leg, we multiply by radical 3. Okay? Hypotenuse, short, long. We're given the short side. Going to hypotenuse, we multiply by 2. The outside number. So that's 18 radical 2. Going this way, we multiply by radical 3. So let's go off to the side to do that. 9 radical 2 times radical 3. Remember from algebra, any, outie, outie. So this is really 1 radical 3. So we do 9 times 1 for our outside numbers. And radical 2 times radical 3 is radical 6, which can't be reduced. So the long leg is 9 radical 6. There you go. Number 8, label. Hypotenuse. Short. Long. Remember, we're always going to go back to the short side. So if we're going from the long to the short, we're dividing. And it's radical 3. So we come off to the side and divide by radical 3, which we're not allowed to have. So what do? We rationalize. Multiply by radical 3 over itself. Again, on the top we get 15 radical 3, and on the bottom we just get simply 3. Reduce gives us the 5. So the short leg is 5 radical 3. How do we go from the short leg to the hypotenuse? Multiply by 2, just the outside number, 10 radical 3. Now I'd like you to just add this real quickly. Just a rough sketch. Okay? And put the general rules from the short to the hypotenuse? Well, it's a two-way street because it depends on which way you're going. So when you're going between these two, it's multiply or divide by 2. And here's the way to remember it. If you're going from the short to the hypotenuse is bigger. So you're going to multiply. If you're going from the hypotenuse, the longest side, to the short leg, it's going to have to get smaller. So we divide. And the relationship between these two is multiply or divide by radical 3. If you're going from short to long, you multiply.